Lady K, are you ready?
I know she ready.
Kiki, are you ready?
Stay ready.
Bayou Diva, let them know that you're ready.
It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the ladies then. It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. She was popping in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love cause it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
Ain't no room for hating, purely entertaining. You are locked in to the ladies' den. So there's no confusion, they love what they're doing. You are locked in to the ladies' den.
The Ladies Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.
What up? No, okay.
Happening.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ladies Den. The Ladies Den. The Ladies Den. Hey, the Ladies Den. Den. We'll make a song in a minute, y'all.
And rock it out too.
Okay, in a quick hot second.
And
But
rock it out.
welcome to the Ladies Den, y'all. It is Thursday night.
Yes.
I just realized these pictures behind me.
Yep,
Damn,
been there the
damn
whole
Cowboys.
time, ma'am. The whole time. Go Cowboys.
Anyway, as you guys know, every week we try to feature a different drink, be it a wine or alcohol, water, fruit punch, lemonade, whatever you want to drink. And so this week we're gonna find out what everybody's drinking on. So I'm gonna start first.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're starting,
My brother, Mr. Oscar Red Williams, posted this on his page. The new sangria.
Okay.
So I went to the liquor store close to my house. He didn't have it, and I told him you need to get it, and he ordered it for me.
Good.
So
okay.
this is Giada Sangria. This is just a regular flavor. Such a pretty bottle.
Wait, what's the alcohol percentage? Turn that back over. 15?
Yes.
15.8%?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So this, I just opened it. I haven't even tasted yet.
Oh my God. That's a heavy sangria. What it tastes like?
It's good, but it's strong.
It's 15%.
For sangria, it's really strong. So I like it, but it's strong. So what I would probably do with mine is put it in a picture and add some fruit to tone it down just a tad bit. Because I love fruit in my sangria like it's supposed to be. So, but check it out, y'all. I have this flavor and I have peach. There's also pineapple, and he didn't have the pineapple. It's pineapple and another, it's like 4 flavor.
Okay.
Very cheap. It's like, what, $9? I think it was like $8 or $9 a bottle.
Okay.
Like $8 or $9 a bottle. So it's Giada Sangria. It's really good. And like my sis said, it's 15.8% alcohol volume. Do you see that?
15.
Baby.
So it is very, very strong, but it's good.
Baby.
Go check it out. And who is this? Colary Giada. I'm gonna need y'all to send us some money. We need a check.
Cut the
we need a check. Since we advertising your sangria, we need a check, okay? So that's what I'm drinking on tonight. Ladies, what y'all drinking?
Girl, mine is real easy. Water. Water.
Red water?
Well, what I have in here is Crystal Light. They do a strawberry energy powder drink or whatever to put
Mm-hmm.
in your water. So that's what I got. Full of ice. Full of ice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki.
Well, since it is the turn up weekend, I'm
Oh
starting
boy.
up. Look.
Woo, 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 woo. Raise roof.
Oh boy.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, you got the straw in the bottle?
She put a
Wait
straw
a minute. Wait a
in
minute. Wait a
the
minute.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
whatever.
Hey.
Margarita. Of course it's blue. It had to be blue.
What is it?
This is the blueberry margarita.
Oh, margarita.
From Gloria.
Ooh. How is it?
And
And
I got me a limerita. You see, you got the blue in the
margarita.
can. Got the blue in the can. Got the blue in the can. So.
Oh, so we got 2 drinks. We doing it like that. Okay. Oh man, boy, I ain't mad. We doing it like that. Well,
So
we
she,
deserve it.
53
It's been a long
and
work
me is
week.
loading. 53 and me is loading.
I knew that was a theme. I knew it.
We ain't doing no parties this year. Oh well, never mind. I already know. Don't forget. Don't worry about it. My brain I'm a
She
little
is
off.
doing a party.
No, I'm doing
No, no, she not.
Yes,
I'm
she
doing
is. Tell
I'm
her.
right here. I'm right here.
Tell her, Kiki. Tell her about your party.
She's right here. She's
I
right
know it.
here.
I'm
Listen,
all
let
the
me
way
tell
in
y'all something.
California. How I
And this
know it?
goes
I'm
to
all the way on the
Kiki
West Coast.
and anybody else out there. Don't be inviting me to no goddamn birthday party 2 or 3 days before. Cause you knew you was having a party. So I need my invite when you decide you having a party. I need my invite right there. That's all I'm saying.
She just sent the flyers out.
That's all I'm saying.
She just sent the flyers out.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2
That's all.
parties.
I ain't getting no flyer. That's all I'm saying.
It's 2
Like
different parties.
I'm just saying.
I didn't personally get
I'm
one
just
either, but
saying
I
it.
know about the party. You know what?
I'm just saying.
I'm not. I can't. As she sips her, you know what? I'm just going.
All right. So when is the damn party?
Oh.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to pump your brakes and tone it down just a little bit, okay?
When is the party?
When
The
is
party
the
is
damn
tomorrow and Wednesday.
See, tomorrow and Wednesday. How y'all do that? How y'all send somebody invitation the day before an event?
Okay, so tomorrow is going down at the Plug, formerly known as the Tavern on Camp Creek for karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
Those that know me know that I love karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
Karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
And then next week, Wednesday, me and some more of the Virgo sisters, TLA, is having a takeover at what is it? All in Sports Bar and Lounge in Morrow. I haven't been, but they've been. They swear by it. So I told them majority rule. So whatever they say, that's what we doing. So shouts out to all the Virgos, Annette, Tanea, Nikki, Sean, BJ. TLA is about to be.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. You will not.
Y'all just
So very
do what y'all
disrespectful.
gotta do so y'all can go on about y'all business.
That's so very disrespectful. But you know what? I gives no. I gives
Okay.
no.
See, tomorrow I might have to come Wednesday because Karen they having a birthday party tomorrow. She a Virgo, and she sends the invitation yesterday. I had to tell her ass about herself too.
Yeah.
You don't send me no invitation the day before.
Yeah. Well, hey.
Look, Anissa, like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I saw the flyers when they came out. They just not too long ago sent everything out.
You don't have to, baby girl.
I'm gonna be there
You
Wednesday.
ain't got to say shit. You ain't got. You ain't got to say shh. Okay.
You know what?
Because if she was here, even if she didn't get a flyer, she would be ready to go.
Who, me?
You.
It's not me.
I know who it is. I know who it is. She feeling herself, but it's okay though. It's okay. It's okay. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party.
You know I love you, Kiki. You know I'm just messing around with you.
What are you eating?
French fries and hamburgers. Like I just told Nisa. Unfortunately, my other half have that. I was about to say something, but let me not say that. She has COVID. So I've shut her and isolated her and trying to keep her away from mom. And I'm trying to take care of her and mom and work. And yeah, that part. So I just whipped up a hamburger. That's all I got the energy for.
That sounds pretty good though.
That's all I got the energy for.
Up one in a minute.
But I will be there Wednesday.
After Saturday, I'm gonna detox for the rest of the week. Cause I got shit to
do. Amen. Amen, baby. Amen. But I will be there Wednesday. Yes, I will be there Wednesday. Unfortunately, I can't come tomorrow because I won't be at your party and I won't be at K Renee's either because I need to be home taking care of the missus.
Understood.
So, but I will be there on Wednesday, definitely. So y'all know what we're drinking.
Mm-hmm.
We had some topics that we did want to talk about, but before we jump into those topics, we cannot let tonight go by without talking about the Appalachian school shooting.
Yeah.
It is all over the news. It is all over everywhere. And I just want to know what parents, and fortunately, I do not have kids in school, but I do have grandkids that are in school.
Yeah.
And
yes.
As a parent in today's time, well, even my kids were in school back in the day when they had the Sandy Hook shooting and all of these school shootings, and it just leaves a parent to feel like almost like somebody that's married to a police officer or something. They leave out the door. You know they're going to work, but you don't know if they're coming back home.
Exactly.
That's not a feeling that
we don't expect from our children. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but that's what I was.
We know that they're in that line of duty, but
right.
Our kids?
A parent shouldn't feel that way. You know, when you get up and get your kids ready for school, you give them lunch money or whatever, and they go to school, you expect them to come home. You know they're coming home.
Absolutely.
But in today's time, we don't know that.
We don't.
What you praying?
No, that's just the
And to think about that, this kid was only 14 years old.
Yep.
And we still don't know a reason why he did it.
Nope.
So anybody that's listening, that's on tonight, we want to know your thoughts, how you feel about what's happening in the school system. How do you feel about sending your kids to school? Do you have that feeling of, I know you have to go to work, but do you have that feeling of, oh my God, do you have to pray like, I hope my child come home today? No parent wants to think like that.
The question was posed as to about the cell phones, because they were saying that, our kids these days, there's a lot of distractions, and the cell phones are one of them. So the question was, should kids be allowed to, my God.
Is that both of them?
That's the two
14-year-old kids that died. Oh my God.
And those are the two
and those two teachers.
Yeah. But
Wow.
should the kids be allowed to keep their cell phones? Because I know they were saying that those schools that take up the kids' cell phones, they give it back to them at the end of the day. They're doing a little better as far as focusing. You know what I'm saying? Is
Right.
it's helping out, but it's a catch-22 because what do you do at when situations like this? And as a parent and a grandparent, you sitting here, you're watching this stuff unfold. You can't get to your children. You can't hear from them. Because what for one, they don't have their phones. So there everybody is in shambles, and these parents had to park miles and miles away because
From the
they
school.
couldn't get to
Yeah.
the school. So that is heart wrenching in itself to say, was that my child? Is that my child?
Yeah.
Trying to, what I'm saying, trying to make it to that freaking school. And it was said that there was a phone call made to this school yesterday morning to say there will be 5 school shootings, and this Appalachian would be the first one.
Oh wow. I didn't hear that part. Are
Yes,
you oh wow.
yes. And this
Yeah, I
school
didn't hear that part.
it happened to, they said this school would be the first one. This was
Wow.
before the shootings. So
Wow.
again, was the ball dropped? If so, who dropped the ball? We're not even talking about the child per se. That's another story in itself. Because at 14, in your mental state and capacity, you decide that you want to go into a school and shoot it up. You know what I'm saying? At 14.
I'm still trying to figure out why. I'm waiting for the reason.
We'll
Like,
never
why
know.
did he do this? I'm waiting for the reason of why.
We'll never know.
Um, and then two, something that I didn't like when Ryan Cameron was talking about it. So his thing was, and I love Ryan Cameron, I love his show, but I didn't agree with what he said. He said that where did the kid get the gun from? So his thing was, well, he got it from his mama. Or he got it from home. First of all, don't stereotype this young man and
Exactly.
don't stereotype his home.
The
Because
parents.
the way you said it make it seem like, oh, he mom and daddy got a gun at home. Don't do that. Because these kids today can get anything they want off the streets.
Yep.
Because at 10, 11, 12, 8, 9 year olds know somebody who knows somebody who can get them whatever they want.
Whatever they want. Yep.
So I did not agree with the way he said that. And he's like, yeah, he got it from home. No, you don't know that.
You
No.
don't know that.
But what I
Definitely don't
did
know that.
also find out is when they did go to his house and check his room, they found a second weapon in his room. In the young man's room, they found a second gun in his room. The parents knew nothing about it. So, okay, so now he got it from his parents. There was a second gun. Where did he get it from? He's in high school.
Ain't no
These
telling.
high school students have more resources than we do as adults.
Yep. And they stay locked up in their room and just
They
With
in
the
there,
door
and
closed and
you
locked.
don't
absolutely.
go
Yeah.
check and
Yeah.
see and what they doing and talk to them and see what's going on. Like,
And one lady said that she feels like um well, she said that they used to pray before class and before they said the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't remember that in school.
we
I
used
did
to
not
pray.
spend a lot of time in public schools. My mother sent us to private schools. So I spent
Wow.
maybe some of my high school years in public schools. I did, I'm sorry. But so
Well,
in private schools, I ain't gonna say private school, Catholic school, we went to
oh,
mass. But
oh,
they didn't pray before we did our Pledge of Allegiance, but we did go to mass. But so I'm not sure in the private school sector that did y'all pray before school?
We didn't in Texas. We did the Pledge of Allegiance, but we never prayed.
Right. So she was saying that they need to bring prayer back before the Pledge of Allegiance. And I wish I could have asked the baby where you live, because I don't
You know,
remember.
I would
Yeah,
maybe
because
because you
different
got some
states,
Christian schools, they may have done it.
but
We
different
didn't
states
pray. I
did
went to
different
Catholic school
things.
for years. We didn't pray before our Pledge of Allegiance, but every Monday and Wednesday we went to mass. But there was no
Yeah,
prayer before the Pledge of Allegiance because, one, even though we were in Catholic schools, most of the people that were in Catholic school weren't Catholic. So they
right.
had to
But
be
there,
careful about the different religions, even though
yeah,
it was Catholic school, but back then it was also considered private school, but it was Catholic school.
mhm.
So they had to be careful about doing things like that, even though they were a Catholic school.
A
So
Catholic
we
school.
didn't
Yeah.
we pray. We said the Pledge of Allegiance and we went about our day. Them nuns was walking around there grabbing your ears and shit when you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. But
Mhm.
we didn't actually have a prayer.
Yeah.
So I
See, but
was
there are other
wondering,
Christian schools though.
Yeah, that's what I was.
We,
I mean, that's basically
in
what I was saying.
addition to Catholic
Yeah,
schools, there are other schools that are Christian based, and some of them may have added the prayer in there before the Pledge of Allegiance. I just know we
possibly,
did.
possibly. And when I did go to public schools, I didn't like it. I didn't stay very long, but when I did go, we still didn't do that. We did the Pledge of Allegiance,
Mhm.
and sometimes we didn't even do that.
Yeah, we definitely did the Pledge of Allegiance.
yeah.
I mean, so what do
Most
we do? What
deaf.
do we do to make our schools safer for kids?
Girl.
And the thing is, we have high school
Homeschooling.
now. We have high school now, but remember in the past, Sandy Hook, that was an elementary school. What's the other school name? It was an elementary school. They're killing little kids.
Yeah.
How do we change that narrative? Like, and I'm
I
not
don't
saying
even
we as
know.
in the three of us. I'm saying like we as a people, period. How do we change it? And you would think that something would change because we're constantly having these school shootings where people are losing their lives, where young kids are losing their lives. And unfortunately, if you really want to think about it biblically, God already knew this was going to happen. This was the way that they were supposed to die. But why? Why? So, how do we make parents feel comfortable at sending their kids to school? And this is probably why so many parents are homeschooling now.
Yeah, between this and COVID, yeah.
Yeah, but when a lot of these school shootings started happening, more parents started to homeschool their kids.
But
It's
for
safer.
one, a lot of people can't. There are a lot of people that cannot afford to homeschool.
Yeah.
And again, there's that catch because who wants to continuously send their kids out afraid whether or not they're going to make it back home. But what do you do? Because you have to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bills still have to be paid. So what do
Yeah.
you do? Yeah, you could try to find a job that you can work from home, but you have majority of the parents that be saying, "Hell, I sent them to school for y'all to take care of them, for y'all to teach them, for y'all to do this, for y'all to do that." They say that you spend more time. The teachers spend more time with the children than the parents do at home.
They
Yeah.
actually do. They actually do. But the bottom line is they're not those kids' parents.
They
They're
are
not
not. I
their
don't know,
kids'
but
parents.
the parents think they are. They say that. I mean, very freely. I mean, I send them to you. Okay, well, you didn't send them to me to raise them. You sent them to me to teach them.
Right.
You feel me? So I don't know. It's very sad um that it had to come to this. It has come to this to where we're not safe anywhere. Our children, our babies are not safe anywhere.
And how did this 14, how did he get a hold to a weapon that is similar to a AR-15. We're
It was an
talking
AR.
about.
It was an AR-15. Well, style. Okay, so, but yeah, where?
Hold on.
From somebody. from a friend of
A
a
friend
friend,
of a friend of
from a I know a guy that can get you
a friend of a friend's parent, cousin, uncle, brother.
homeboy. Like like she was just saying, these kids have a lot of resources, and our generation kind of knows about it, but if you're not out there in that life,
Yeah,
you don't really realize
yep,
what these kids are doing, where their minds really are,
right.
especially the ones that are, their objective is to go shoot up a school. First of all, why is that your objective?
Why? Yeah, why at 14? Why is that on your mental to
Like,
do
why
that?
would you
And
want to do
you did
that?
it. You know, the fact that it
And
was
you
on your
did it.
mental, but you carried it through.
Carried it all the way through.
So, Quana was
And
saying,
the
you know,
parents
she
didn't
wants
even
to
know.
hear the reason, and we'll never know. We'll never get that real reasoning why he did what he did.
You never will. And I mean, the only thing, it's kind of a complicated process to get down to how do we make our schools safer. It's got to go all the way down to local politicians. You got to have people running
In
your
place.
cities, your towns, your counties that actually care about having the right laws, the right situation set up for the schools to be able to protect everybody, the kids, the teachers, everybody. Because the first thing they talking about is, well, all the schools need to have security guards. Okay, great. Bring in metal detectors, bring in security guards. Then what?
Then what? Because what's going to happen is
It's gonna go up from there.
they're not going to work.
Mm-mm.
And then, you know, people, our money has to pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the taxpayers' money has to pay for that. Then they're not going to have enough people to secure the area, you know? So it's a lot of questions. It's a lot of questions. The how, why,
Questions.
the when, you know, what can we do? What can be done? Who has the answers to that?
The politicians, but they're not listening to the community. They're listening to the highest payer, the highest bidder.
Yeah.
As far as, what needs to be done.
Yep.
Because there is a way to do it. Again, we would have to literally just break everything down and build it back up, because right now everything is so polluted, it's ridiculous.
Yep. Like,
it's
including
not
our
even
children.
Yeah, because who knew? Who knew you would go to school and then not feel safe at school?
Yeah.
Who knew that would ever happen?
Yeah. And like you said, you sitting at home on pins and needles trying to get to your baby. You know what I'm saying? That those parents and those spouses or significant others who lost their lives, you get there and they tell you that was your baby. That was your person.
Yep.
That lost their life.
Yep. Because the first video clip I saw, I follow I think it's GA followers on Instagram. And it was a video clip from one of the parents that was there that they posted, and all you saw was parents on the phone trying to call their kids.
Yeah.
At that point in time, there was no information up, so I'm looking at it like, okay, what's going on? Are they at a school? What's happening? Then later I hear, or not hear, but read school shooting. I'm like, oh shit. Where was this at? In Georgia. Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then to hear, you got people that will kill students and teachers. Just, this is ridiculous.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
And he's 14. Why?
That's right. That's the key thing. He's 14, same age those ones he took out.
Yes.
Same age as those.
And he was a new student, so can't turn around and say, well, I was bullied.
Oh, he was a new student, so he did attend that school?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Here's the other the NBC article I was sharing.
New student at the school and taken into custody within minutes. Wait, they're saying he was then 13. So what did he change? What did his birthday was the same day or the next day or what? Because this happened yesterday.
No, they're saying that he
last year.
Last year. Yeah. In connection with online threats last year using photos of guns.
Right, yeah.
So that's probably why he was a new student at this school, because he showed signs that he was going to be a problem at the other school.
Already had issues.
God have mercy. So they took him away from one school and put him in another one, and he get to the other one and is like, well, I ain't gonna do it over there. Fuck it, I do it over here. God damn.
So you mad at the last school and you took it out on the new school. I mean, we can come up with all types of scenarios all day.
And so this is his name, Colt Gray.
Yeah.
So he was investigated last year for making threats to carry out a school shooting, using AR-style weapon. Surrendered immediately. Taken into custody. New student, having only been there for a partial day. Girl, he just got there.
Yeah. Half a day.
Literally, the day of the shooting was his first full day at the school.
That's crazy.
Charged with 4 counts of murder. I'll be damned.
So in all, it was 13.
9 victims.
13.
What's that?
It was 9 wounded, and then those.
And then 4.
So 13. Yeah. Total of 13 people that he shot.
I don't.
Your first half day at a new school, you killed 4 people.
No, his first full day, but he was only there a half a day.
Yeah,
when he did it.
But yesterday, what I'm saying, yesterday is when it happened.
Right.
And that wasn't even a full day. That happened. It was going on that morning. So this happened.
Right. That's what he said. He had only been there a partial day, but that was his first full day of school.
Supposedly, yeah, first full. Okay.
It was supposed to be his first full day of school.
Yeah, but he took half.
He chose to.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what the NRA has to say about this.
Nothing. They don't give a damn. They really don't. They don't care. And if they don't change the law about these guns, allowing everybody to carry, things like this are just going to get worse. But
don't keep happening.
Again, these kids, they're resourceful.
Yeah,
they can get what they want without a parent.
That's what we were saying. Yep.
And if you got the money, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Does not matter.
Long as you got the money, there's always a homeboy. My homeboy can get you a gun.
Uncle, a homeboy's uncle, a homeboy.
Whatever gun you want, my boy can get it for you.
Yeah.
Anytime they can get weed, X, and stuff like that, because those people who selling the weed and the X,
all of that goes with it. All of that goes with it.
That's the ones, they got it.
Perk, all of that.
Yes, all of it. Indeed.
And speaking of sad to say, speaking of drugs,
yeah,
we can take that moment of silence for.
Yes, I was getting ready to say, but yeah,
I don't even know who this is. Who is this?
Rich Homie Quan. He's a rapper. Let me see if I
That
can
same
find one of his.
Feel my type of way, make you feel some type of way. Some type of way.
Yeah.
Okay. And even my
You feel some type of way.
me and Nisa's song, My Hitter.
Oh, okay. Now I know that. Okay. All right. So that's okay. Well, what
Yeah.
happened to him?
So he basically bad drugs.
Oh,
He got they described it as fake Percocets and it was laced with fentanyl.
oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's why they say an accidental overdose.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it sent him into
Yeah.
cardiac arrest.
I think so. Let me see.
Jeez Louise.
And how old was? Oh, he 33. Oh my
33.
God.
He was 33.
Mm, mm, mm. Horrible.
Okay, so on here they're saying that cause and manner of death was not released. They're doing an autopsy tomorrow. But yeah. Yeah. Pour one out for the homie.
But why all the extra shit? But why all the
Um,
extra shit? You know why?
because that's their thing that they do.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing with that. I mean, you have to be smart about it. Here's my thing.
You should.
If you gonna do it, be
Mm-hmm.
smart about it. You know, you gonna smoke your weed. You got your weed man or woe man because they do it too. But you got to make sure you keep your same people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but them same people be getting where they get their stuff from.
Yeah,
They
they
end up
changed.
getting a bad batch.
That I mean, yeah.
And so at that point, it's like you going to your same person. They just happen to get a bad batch or something. Because the thing with with the fentanyl lace stuff is cheaper. And the objective of the fentanyl is just to only takes a little bit is to boost the high.
Yeah.
But if you put too
That you will
much
never get again.
that you'll never get again, but if you put too much on there,
And
obviously you end
Yes.
up no longer with us.
Yes.
and we were talking about this at the hospital yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday, because drug addicts don't understand that.
Mm-mm.
Because when you try drugs for the first time, it is a high that you will never forget.
Mm-hmm.
But they become addicts because they're searching for that same
Chasing
high.
that high.
Yeah, that
And it's
initial.
not ever, ever, ever going to happen again.
No, it's not.
Unless you got to be clean for some years and try that shit all over again.
Yeah.
And you still
Which
won't get
is
the same high, but you will get that feeling like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's how we have drug addicts because they're looking for that first thing that they felt when somebody introduced them to whatever. And it's never going to happen again.
But
Mm-mm.
my thing is, if I see what the shit is doing to you, no, thank you.
They don't care.
No,
Wait,
I
where's
know.
that? Wait,
I
where's
know
that?
that.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
They don't care.
Thank you. No, like you said, we got to be smarter. I know that's like you say, that's the end thing right now. That
Yeah.
Ozempic, all this fentanyl, all of that stuff, that is the end thing. But again, it is the end thing. It goes from being the IN thing to the END thing.
But they don't care. Look at how back in the day for us, for our generation, it was a lot, especially on the Gulf Coast side, a lot of the artists and stuff were drinking lean. Lean was the thing to do.
Yeah,
So we lost a lot of artists
we
from
did.
them drinking lean.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
we
you would
did.
think that the people that were hanging with the people that died from doing that would stop, and they did not. They still drink that shit. It's just not in the media like it used to be. Because number one, they don't really care because it's us.
Yeah, and then they got something else now to talk about.
So they don't want to. They don't even care that it's us dying from it. But it's like, because even now you go to the pharmacy, you got to have an ID and you got to have a prescription to get certain things. Hey, Joyce. So lean is it's a drug. It's more of a what would you call it? Kind of depressants, because it slows you down, which is another thing I don't understand. People that take shit that it make you sleepy, but it is what is it? What's the cough syrup that's in?
That's what I was getting ready to say. It's the cough syrup.
We got some in there right now. What is it?
Not the Robitussin is.
No, it's the one that Lil Wayne drinks.
There is a version of Robitussin that is in, but basically, Joyce, it is a drinkable drug.
It's a purple drink. It's it's a polysubstance drink used as a recreational drug. It is prepared by mixing prescription grade cough syrup, containing an opium drug and an antihistamine drug, with a soft drink and some hard candy.
And some and they got songs that's written about it, and I probably play them and jam to them. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I don't drink it. I ain't never drank it. It's out there. They still making it, still drinking
so
it. So
lean is a part of the drink that Lil Wayne drinks. It's a part of it, but the cough syrup is called, I forget what it's called. I'm gonna think about it in a minute, and I'm gonna let y'all know.
I always forget the name of it, but it's like once they started making it, and once they started dying. If you need, it's because it's a legitimate legal cough syrup. But now, if you have to have it, you have to get it from behind the counter, and you have to have proper identification to get it. You can't get it off the shelves no more.
Right.
Because it used to sit next to Robitussin.
It's just like Mucinex. You can't even buy Mucinex without an ID, because they're doing whatever they're doing with these kids are finding any way they can to get high.
Just
like
they used to huff.
I can go back to this was some years ago when I first moved here. I always went back and forth between retail and nursing. So I was a manager at a store called The Body Shop in Cumberland Mall.
Oh wow!
Now it was a clothing store then, but
that
they had to change the name. They had to change the name. They had to change the name because there's a body shop that does body products.
Okay.
Natural body products. So they had to change the name, and they changed it to, what the hell did they change the name to? Whatever. But anyway, my co-manager was a little white girl. Her name was a little white girl. And she would sniff the it's almost like, how the old people play bingo, and they got the little rolling thing, look like a deodorant, but it's the dot thing you put on the It was something like that we used to label sales stuff. She would sniff that to get high. So it's like they will do anything to get that high. And I caught him like, girl, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just blah. And then all of a sudden I found out like what she was doing it for. To get high. Like, girl, I'd rather you go smoke some weed than to do this. Because now when you're sniffing these chemicals, now we're messing with brain function.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you messing up your brain, because now these chemicals are going in and they're releasing stuff in your cerebral cortex.
Come on. Yes.
and it damages it. So go smoke some weed if you want to get high, and stop doing this, because one, it's gonna mess up your brain, and two, it's gonna kill you.
It has codeine,
Oh yeah, that's wait, hold on.
promethazine.
Promethazine, that's it. So what he did was he took the promethazine and he mixed it with the lean and another purple drink they just had, but it's the promethazine is what it is.
So it has codeine, promethazine, hydrocodone, soda,
Uh-huh.
and candy,
Mm-hmm.
which are Jolly Ranchers.
Mm-hmm. But that was his drink. Now, what anybody else mixes with it, we don't
But
know.
no, but that's just the
But
purple
the
drink. That's
base
what that's
of
what
it,
green,
The
that's the
basics.
definition.
the base of it is the prescriptive promethazine,
Yeah.
and it makes you sleepy. So that's
Yes.
where they're getting that high from. Because the promethazine alone will make you sleepy. And they tell you do not operate vehicles and any of this stuff while you're on this particular cough syrup.
Yeah.
So when they're adding lean and all this other stuff to it, you know what it's doing.
Yeah.
And it done fried his brain. He done told the he can't even remember the words to his goddamn song.
But
What?
again, that's again what I'm saying. If I see that this shit is taking people out and doing this, I get that it's the quote unquote end thing and the thing to do, and that's what your surroundings is. But damn, you gotta
Hey,
be smarter
Bianca.
than that. You gotta be smarter than that. Come on
But
now.
see, we still have these people, these millennials, these Gen Zs,
Yeah.
and I think we're Gen X's. I don't know what we is. I'm just
We are
71. That's
Gen
all I know.
X.
But you have these millennials and these Gen Zs that still have this mindset of it can't happen to me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
invincible.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
The Gen Zs are crazy. But let me tell you what I learned, Miss Joyce. The Gen Zs are crazy, but they are changing the world. And what I mean by that is when I went to a convention in Las Vegas, we found that they did a study and they found that more adults and more people are following what the Gen Zs are doing.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you these Gen Zs are changing the world, so if you don't pay attention, you will fall right into that. And then that has a lot to do with this young man who's shooting up the school. He's a Gen Z. He's 14. He's a Gen Z. Well, no, he's not a Gen Z.
He's not a Gen Z.
Wait, he's a what's the next one? Hold on. Let me tell you what he is. He crazy for one.
I was gonna
But
say,
let me tell you what he
yeah,
really is.
okay, okay.
Hold on.
Mm-mm.
So he is nice. What is this? 2020? Well, that stopped at 2020. Okay, so wait. They don't say what he is.
Oh no, he is a Gen Z.
Oh yeah. So he is a
He's a Gen
Gen
Z.
no.
Yeah.
What it's 2024. Yep. So he is a Gen Z. So they are changing the world. When I tell you these companies, these Fortune 500, these and what they did say about the Gen Zs, they are more prone to get into the Fortune 500 companies and the business world because
Mhm.
they are changing things. So they're
Right,
finding
Joyce.
these jobs, they're
They
getting
do
into these
sensible
jobs
things.
because they want to change stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
they're actually doing it, and companies are actually following them. Companies are actually taking their ideas and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that and changing their company. So you have people that's been in companies for 20, 30 years are looking at these owners
Yeah,
and managers like, what?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And see what they're doing is they're letting these people go. And they're like, we're gonna give you a nice little severance package and you go right on ahead and they letting these Gen Zs come in and change things because they feel like they're gonna, excuse me, they're gonna bring the money, they're gonna bring the
Mm-hmm.
people, they're gonna bring the fresh new ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that us Gen X's and the people behind us, we feel like I've been look, like our parents used to say, you still wet behind the ears. I've been doing this since I was able to breathe.
Yeah,
But
but they
they're
have different
convincing
ways,
these companies that there needs to be a change.
and that there
And
should
if
be.
any company feels like, well, you know what, we could make a change, and they're making their cases. When I tell you, I saw the stuff. I'm gonna see if I can find it because
Yeah.
I took pictures of the studies that they did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Joyce said,
find
oh,
it,
okay.
and we are going to post it on here. How these Gen Zs are going to these Fortune 500 companies, these
Mm-hmm.
major companies, and we talking even companies like Home Depot. We're talking companies like J.C. Penney's,
Mm-hmm.
Macy's. We're talking companies like McKesson Medical. We're talking major companies that these
Mm-hmm.
Gen Zs are graduating from college
Mm-hmm.
and they're going in with these fresh new ideas. And these
Yep.
companies feel like, yeah, yeah. Baby boomers, yeah, they ain't baby boomers just, yeah,
Joyce
yeah.
say that the child was teased. That was her supervisor's high school. He switched schools after he made a threat last May.
Yeah. So Joyce, he was teased at the other school, right? Not at the school that he shot up. Because I mean, he made the threat at the other school last year, which we
And I
talked
did
about.
remember them saying that this was a new school. So,
Yeah, it was his first full
Yeah, it was his
day at
first
the new
day.
right.
school.
So, why would he hurt those people? That's
That's
a
what we were
little,
saying. Like
yeah.
that part didn't really make sense. I get the other people made you mad and you want to do something to them, but
But this goes back to what we have talked about on this show time and time and time again. And it's crazy
at the
because
other
no
school.
matter what we
Okay.
discuss and no matter what we talk about, somehow this seems to play a part as far as family and raising your kids and teaching
Yeah.
your kids certain things.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we still need to find out what was his home life like because they said he was quiet. That's the one.
Well, and if his parents didn't even know he had them guns in there, the home life, it means that they allowed him to stay to himself. He was
With
in
the
there
door
in that
closed.
room,
With the door
in there
closed.
in
And,
that
and
room.
well, Miss Joyce, we just said that before you came on. These
Where did he get the
Gen
gun?
Zs
Mm-hmm.
and whatever little era that's coming in between that, these
They're
kids are more
resourceful.
resourceful than us. They can
Very.
get anything they want off the street
Yep.
because
Mm-hmm.
and still to this day, you, Miss Joyce, me as a 53-year-old woman, trust me, I still know somebody who knows somebody who could get me what I want. I
Exactly.
don't care what it is. And when I say I don't care what it is, I mean I don't care what it is. I still have a person in my pocket that I can call right now. I need a machete. It'll
I
be
know
here.
somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
Know somebody that
So
knows
if
somebody that knows
it's
somebody.
right,
Know
if it's
somebody.
easy for us, you gotta know it's easy for these kids.
Yeah.
Easier.
And they can make money. They can make money quick.
Not yep. Because
They
if
can
I
make
get you a
money quick
gun,
to
the
get
gun
it.
gonna be $65, but I need 100.
Right.
Cause I'm gonna pay the gunman the 65, but I'm gonna take my cut for hooking you up.
Right. Right. Very
It
easy
is
for them.
very easy for
Yes.
them. It is very
Yes.
easy because, again, when I went to this conference and they talked of the Gen Zs, what they're saying, they're more open about things than we were.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like the reason is we knew our place.
They have I don't give a
These kids don't
attitude.
know they goddamn place.
Girl,
We
they don't care
knew
about no
our place.
place. They don't
Huh?
care about the place.
Well, they don't know their place. And again, this goes back to a conversation that we've had before because we don't have parenting anymore. We have friends. We have moms and dads that want to be friends with their kids and they're not
With their
parenting.
kids.
You can parent, but you can also leave the door open for your kids to come to you when there's an issue.
Right.
But they want to be friends. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I had my aunt, God rest her soul. I love her to death. She was my favorite aunt. But she hung out with her kids. She smoked weed with her kids. She went to the club with her kids. She did all of that with her kids.
Susie
First
would
of all,
never.
I don't smoke no weed. I eat gummies. But I ain't smoking no weed with my kids. I'm not going to no club with my kids.
Well,
I
I
wouldn't
hang
go
out
I
to
with
don't
club
care
with
how
I hang out
old
with
you
mine.
are.
I hang out with
not
mine.
like
I hang out with my I
No,
hang
no,
out with
no.
my dad.
Kiki, listen.
not
Kiki,
like
it's a
that.
difference
Not
if
like that she didn't.
you throwing a
I don't
birthday
believe.
party and me and Sean is coming to your birthday party. And your birthday party is in a club. That's a difference for me, and anybody can fix the scenario however they want. But for me, that's a different scenario
But
because
I'm
you
saying,
know my son, he loves you. We celebrating together. But I'm not gonna call my son up and say, "Hey, I'm going to happy hour at Monticello's. I won't come on." No, we're not doing that.
okay, but again, like I said, besides the celebratory events, I used to hang out and I used to go with my dad. I used to hang out with my dad.
Oh, okay.
I hang out with my children. And when I say that, we go to places. I've gone to places with them together outside of birthdays or whatever the case may be. For one thing, but again, you still have to have that level of respect.
That
I've never disrespected my dad. I've always known my place when it came to my dad. We do a whole lot together. That's why I'm able to do it with my children. But again, they know the boundaries, as we talked about a long time ago. They know their boundaries. They know those lines that they do not cross and will not ever cross. So I've never had a problem, and this is for me and mine. I've never
right.
had a problem with going out, hanging out with my children. I've never had a problem. Now, I'm not gonna smoke no weed with them, but have we had some drinks together? Absolutely. We got
Oh
a
yeah, we had some drinks
we got the
together.
hookah. My daughter got the hookah burning. I'm sure she probably burning it right now.
Right now, okay.
If I pull up, I'm gonna tell you one incident. She had something at her house, and I came in. Now they were doing their thing. I came in. The whole mood changed because I'm not talking about with her. I'm talking about with her friends. Because it was, hey my Dukes, it was all of that. So their whole mood changed because of me.
Because you were there.
Now, but that was their space, that was their time. Even though they wanted to respect me, I said, do your thing. I wasn't gonna be in that long. I'm not finna just come in and invade their
Right.
privacy because they had that going on. I'm not finna jump in and say, I'm finna sit here and no, that ain't my place. But if that was something that we were doing together, if we were going somewhere together, that's totally different. I'm not going to invade my daughter's space or my son's space. But if we are together in the same space, then they good and I'm good. I promise you. I've never, and they're 33 and 31, and I've never had an issue with them.
Well, I mean, for me, I only went by what I saw. So when I saw the disrespect, you can curse in front of your mom, you could do this, you do,
I've
and
seen,
bitches
yeah,
and hoes and
absolutely.
ba 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 ba. So again, and we've talked about this on previous shows. For me, my decisions were from what I saw. That's why we talked about it. That's why I never wanted to try drugs because of what I saw in my family members when I was young. So I never wanted to hang out with my kids like that because of what I saw.
I've
And
had
not to say
relatives
that
that
they
do.
would have disrespected me, but first of all, they wasn't, because they know I would bat the piss out of them and then call the police and go to jail.
Yeah.
But instead of doing that, I chose not to go that route because of what I saw.
Yeah, like I said, I have family members that allow their children, I don't give a damn how old you are, but allow their kids to, like, when I say curse in front of them, I mean, I've seen it. When I say curse, I'm not just talking about a damn or a shit
A
damn. Oh,
damn.
my bad, mom, my bad, mom. No, I'm talking about dropping the F bombs and the MF bombs. And with that, I cringe because that's disrespectful. And I literally, I take myself, I remove myself. So, like I said, again, there's a time and a place, and there's limits and boundaries. And as long as you know what to do, what not to cross, we good. I mean, everybody gets a slip up. Because at almost 53, if I'm having a conversation with my dad and I say a cuss word, I'm like, you know, Dad, I apologize. I'm sorry. First thing come out of his mouth, you grown. You know, say what's on your mind. Speak, you know what I'm saying? Speak your piece. But I give him that respect. My kids.
Well, I told y'all that time I cursed in front of my
Mom,
mom, and she was
they'll be
like,
Mom, can I really tell you how I feel? Yes.
yeah.
Then, and they spit it. It's not at me. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking that personal. They have to get it off. So, yes, you just say what you had to say.
So, but if they come to you like that,
chill out.
if they come to you like that, then it's different. If they come to you and say, "Ma, look, I got to get this off my chest," that's different than for them to just be like, you know, them blah, blah, blah. No, that's not what we're doing.
Absolutely. So that's why I say it's to each his own. You know, whatever is good for you is good for you. And I'm talking, when I say you, I'm talking about generally speaking.
Right.
You know, but being raised, I had my dad. You know, I had a stepmom, I had my aunt, but I was raised by my dad. So
also, this is the shooter. Oh my God. So listen,
Joyce, that answers your question.
Yes, she said, why was he able to surrender? Yeah. You know why? Because if you listen to the news, if you listen to all the radio stations and anybody that is talking about this, I listened to Ryan Cameron and them. I listened to Steve Harvey this morning, and I saw Fox 5. So their whole thing was, as soon as they went, he surrendered peacefully.
Yeah. After he killed 4 people, he surrendered peacefully.
That part. Let that had been this.
Baby.
Let that have been, and I ain't gonna even touch my arm. I'ma say it. Let that had been somebody black.
That's why I went to look for his picture, because I had a feeling that's just like the little dude that blew up the church. They went and took him to Burger King. You hungry? Motherfucker, he just killed a church full of people. And you taking him to go eat lunch?
What you call him? What
motherfucker?
That's baby, we are uncut and uncensored, honey. We say whatever we want to
say. Was.
What you say, Kiki?
What it TIS was.
Okay.
Joyce said the 2 teachers that he shot were trying to stop him.
They were. And it's sad that one of the students, the male teacher, who stepped out in the hallway, because first of all, the male teacher was not trying to stop him. We don't know, we wasn't there, but the news said the male teacher heard a banging.
On the door.
What he thought was a banging on the walls or something, but it was actual gunshots. So when he stepped out into the hallway, the boy shot him. And one of his students dragged him back into the room.
Jesus.
So he thought that one of the students was playing in the bathroom and they were beating on the hand dryer or something like that. Because to him, one of the students said that he mentioned he was going to check to see what the banging was.
Oh my God.
But he had no idea that the banging noises he heard, he thought he heard was actual gunshots.
Jesus.
And when
Well,
he
if
stepped
you
out
have an
into the hallway,
AR-15
this
gun.
little motherfucker shot him and kept going.
But he surrendered.
Yeah, he surrendered.
Surrendered.
Don't shoot me, Mr. Eisenhower. He surrendered.
Mr. Ossifer.
So what do you do? What do you do? So what? Because he's going to be tried as an adult. And he just killed 4 people.
Or
So you're going to try him as an adult and give him life without parole? Because that's
he has
probably what
life.
they're going to do.
And
He
he's
has
not
life.
gonna last.
He's either going to kill himself or guess
No,
what?
they're gonna get him.
They're gonna take
They gonna
Somebody
get him.
else going to do it.
They gonna
But,
get him.
think
the
about
damage
this.
has already been done.
But look at this. Think about this, y'all. Look at that skin color.
Yeah. Oh, as
Look
soon as
at
he
the
get
fact
in,
at what
the
he's
Aryans gonna
done.
protect him.
They
Yeah.
are not gonna put him in Gen Pop. They're not.
The Aryans are gonna protect him when he get in there.
They're not gonna put him in Gen Pop. They can't.
No, but I'm saying like he's gonna have, backup. I got a feeling that's well, I don't know. I ain't gonna speculate. I ain't gonna do it.
They're not gonna put him in. Yes, he is gonna die in prison, Miss Joyce.
Yeah.
And he killed the Spanish boy and the black boy. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not
But the
gonna put him
teachers
in
were
Gen
white.
Pop.
So the teachers were white. They look like him.
Yeah,
So he did not
Well.
discriminate. We will say that. He
right.
did not discriminate.
Because he killed white, Mexican, and black.
He sure did.
Mm-hmm.
And what I think happened is those people were just caught in the crossfire because it don't seem like he had a target. From
He
what I
couldn't have.
heard,
He had
I
just
bet
got
he
there.
couldn't have. He was there only a half a
right,
day.
right.
had
So
just
from
got
what
there.
I heard, he didn't have a target. It wasn't like he was like, well, I'm gonna kill me a black man today and then kill me a Spanish man today. He just went in there shooting, and I think these people just got caught up in what he was doing. Right,
He was
and that's
still
what I
mad.
said. He didn't have any targets. He
Yeah,
didn't.
he was making a statement and he
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But you waited till you left the school. Well, no, I'm sorry, because they kicked you out because you had already made threats there.
At the
Yeah.
other school.
So parents, did you not? I mean, come on, parents.
They need to look. I want to say
The
like,
child is threatening, making threats at
yeah,
this school. So you just take them up out of there?
yeah.
So now let me ask you guys this. So here's the other thing that they're talking about with these young students or these young people who are doing these school killings, these school shootings and things like that. That they are now looking to hold parents of the minors responsible. There is a school. I don't want to lie. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up real quick while we're talking about it. But there is a school in another state where a young boy shot a school. He killed some people, but they held the parents responsible. So the parents got time. The child got time. Let me look it up because they talked about it on the radio. So my question to you guys is, do you think the parents should be held responsible, or do you think that child should be held responsible alone?
I think, well, that's a touchy subject. Now, I think if your child is missing school, because you know how they got a lot of kids that they don't go to school, they be missing school, they be skipping school, whatever the case may be.
No. Well, we don't want to talk about missing school. We're
No,
talking about
but
if
I know what we're
you
talking
know.
about. I know
Yeah,
what we're talking about, but I'm still saying because they hold parents accountable for children not being going to school, not being they do that.
absolutely.
So again,
Absolutely.
you have a child. I know it's on a different level, but it's still surrounding the same. If they're holding those parents accountable for those children missing school. So you have a child that's here in this case who had already threatened another school. So at this point, instead of you trying to figure out what was going on, you decided to uproot him and just move him, thinking that the situation was going to change. But it only made it worse. So you knew.
So,
So the
but
parents knew.
but still, do you think? So here's okay. Well, I'm gonna let you finish though. So, do you think, even though he had trouble at another school, and sometimes kids are like that. People just don't like them. They just don't fit in certain places. So they transferred him to a different school.
But his
But my
troubles hadn't just
question
started,
is,
though.
do you think the parents should be charged for what he did?
Not charged for what he did because he pulled the trigger. But they should have some accountability. Yes, there should be some accountability for those parents because again, he's not just started being troubled. This didn't just start yesterday or when he the incident with the other school. It didn't just start there. So this child has had a history of trouble, I'm sure. So yes, they should hold some type of accountability, but he, at the end of the day, he pulled that trigger. They didn't pull that trigger.
So not just for him though. So do you feel like moving forward in any school shooting, anyone, because we're gonna have some more, it is what it is. Do you feel like not just him, but I'm talking in general overall, do you feel like the parents should be held responsible?
Again, there are some actions that should be taken against the parents. Yes, but full and total responsibility? No, 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 no. And
Okay,
again,
so
it's so many levels to that because again, maybe if you want to switch it up, and I know this child, this 14-year-old has killed, he's killed innocent people, but I can give you another scenario. Now, I call it a scenario. Everybody that's listening, or you all can take it how you want it, but that's just like a minor that becomes pregnant. And once they, and I've worked in the OB just like you, but when that child becomes pregnant, our first appointment, they're still considered a minor. So they have to have a parent with them.
Mhm.
After once they've established that pregnancy, they are no longer a child. They are an adult because they committed an adult act. So,
Mhm.
how are you holding the parent accountable for them being pregnant?
you can't.
The parent didn't lay down. The parent didn't. We can raise them, we can teach them all day long, but at the end of the day, that was his decision. Just like it was that 14-year-old little girl who got pregnant, unless something happened to decide that she wanted to spread 10 and 2 and become pregnant. So we're going to hold the parents responsible for that, even if I'll wait.
What is that? I'm lost.
What is 10 and 2?
Yeah.
Look at the hands on the clock.
Oh, okay. Because you see me over here like, I'm like, wait a minute. So I got 10 and that's 2. Okay, so then, oh, okay, all right. I'm done. I'm out. Okay, I'm back.
We are not people. I promise you, we are not trying. We are not making light of these situations at
We're
all.
not. We're not.
At
We're not.
all.
But
At
again,
all.
I'm
that's
just a little slow sometimes. My
right.
pops in, and I just don't understand sometimes. So Yeah, okay, I got you. Because
So
it's like
you know
10 and
they
2.
want to
What is
blame.
that?
If they tell something,
I was like, wait a minute. I'm just see me count my fingers. Okay, never
so
mind.
like the question you said, should the parents be held responsible? Should they take some responsibility and accountability? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But full responsibility? No. Because again, he pulled that trigger. He's not stupid. He's not dumb. He's not, retarded. He's not special
Mm-hmm.
needs. I'm sorry to use the word retarded. He's not a special needs child. He knew
Right.
exactly what he was doing because why? Once he did it and he got in front of the police, he surrendered. How? How did he surrender?
Peacefully.
Immediately.
Peacefully,
Immediately and peaceful.
expeditiously,
Well,
expeditiously.
So his brain function is
So
on 100.
very
Yeah,
well. So again,
he
that's
thought
my
this
opinion.
whole thing through from last year.
Yeah. So again, that's my opinion.
This was premeditated.
yes.
But one
Here's
thing I
my thought.
wonder if they checked his social media and his email and any instant messenger stuff, he had to have been getting something from somebody else, from an outside source. Because you got the AR style weapon, they found another gun in your room. And then this is your objective, to go and kill a bunch of kids. And then you move, and then you still carry out the same mission that you already had set up for a whole different place. Somebody else was in his ear somewhere talking about keep doing it, keep going, don't be a quitter. This
And
was
that's
not
what
the
Miss
scenario to
Joyce
not
just
be a
said
quitter.
that. Miss Joyce just said he didn't want to die. He had
Yeah.
help.
He had help. Somebody somewhere was telling, and it was an adult. Like, oh Jesus. So sad.
I disagree
You disagree?
with the fact that parents should be held responsible. I
Oh, okay.
totally disagree with that.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
Not even to
Not
find
even a
out what
little.
they. Because
Not
guess what?
even a
His
little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why.
his parents could have got some of
Because
them weapons in the house.
right, but let me tell you something. First of all, parents are different. Me, when my kids came home from school, I checked backpacks, I checked drawers, I checked clocks.
Mm-hmm.
My mother did it to us because my
Mm-hmm.
mom told us if she didn't buy it, it don't belong in her house.
Okay.
Period. And I grew up with that. So I used to tell my boys, if I didn't buy it,
Same
don't bring
thing.
it in my house.
Yeah.
Period. So I did. I checked backpacks. I checked
Mm-hmm.
dressers and drawers and closets and anything that I thought you could put something in, I checked it. But at the same token, you have parents who raise their kids right,
Mm-hmm.
who take their kids to the doctors, this and that. They got issues, they on medication, they do. You have parents that does things right.
Mm-hmm.
Things right. But parents, people have to understand once your kids get out in the world, outside influences overweigh
True.
all that you have taught them.
That's true.
So I do not feel like the parents should be reprimanded or anything like that for any part in what this child played. Now, on the other hand, if you got a 7 or 8 year old that done got a hold to a gun and go to school, lock the fucking parents up. Okay? Because that's 7 or 8. But when you talking about a 14 year
Teenager.
old child
Mm-hmm.
who knows him better,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like the parents should be held responsible for nothing he has done. Now, if you talking
They could,
about, like I said, a
they could have
nine-year
done more.
old on down, then you got to hold the parents responsible because at nine-year olds and under, 9 times out of 10, if you communicating with somebody, you have to have an adult communicating with somebody to get something. But at
Yeah.
14, you do not have to have an adult to communicate with somebody to buy a gun off the street, to buy drugs off the street, to buy whatever you want off the street.
That's true.
Now, I'm not saying that his parents were A1 parents,
Mm-hmm.
but I still don't feel like they should have to be, a part of whatever he has done. I don't feel that way.
Yeah, and like I said, everybody, we all have our opinions, and
Right.
but
Right.
like I said, I think that they should be held. I didn't say full responsible, but because of the situation that happened previously, there should have been some. Like you said, the fact that this child had another gun and it was in the house,
Uh-huh.
and he had just been kicked out of another school previously for threats. You
Yeah,
all
how he get
knew.
moved over there?
You
Y'all
all knew
moved.
something was off.
Y'all
You
done
knew
packed
something was
up and
going on.
unpacked.
So the fact that
And-
you just swept it under the rug and covered it up and just say, okay, well, he did this. Okay, we just gonna uproot him. We just gonna move him somewhere else instead of trying to figure out what the problem was. Instead of doing that check and that backpack check, that room check, that drawer check, that closet check, that bed check. Instead of doing that, they just put a band-aid over it and said, we'll just move him out of the
We'll
situation.
just move. Yeah.
So
But
that's what
what
I
were
say.
the issues though? What were the issues he was having at the other school?
It don't, but my thing is whether Joyce said he was being teased. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, you still put a band-aid on it. They still put a band-aid on it.
Well, no. Now listen, if he's being teased and bullied
At the other school.
at the other school,
Uh-huh.
and we don't know if it has not been said whether or not the parents addressed the issue and nothing was done. And then we said, okay, they have not, we don't know if the parents said, you know what, they haven't done anything. My son is uncomfortable. Let me move him to another
You
school.
can still
And
do
being
that.
listen, but let me say this. Being a parent
Of which
who
I
have
am.
dealt with a child being bullied in school for years.
Uh-huh.
And we talked about this. I went to the principal. We talked about it. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna fix this and I'm gonna talk to the other parents and I'm gonna do this and then he goes to school the next day and this boy is doing the same thing. I'm back at the principal again, and I ain't talking about what nobody told me. I'm talking about what I experienced with my own son.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where my son was coming home and he was cutting himself because of this.
Okay.
So when you go through things like that and you see nothing is being done, so I'm on the parent side as far as not doing anything until I find out that they knew all of this and then the principal did something, but they didn't. Then I will change my opinion. But for right now,
again, that is your opinion. I hear what you're saying about what happened to you personally. Now,
right.
But the difference is your child did not decide to take a gun and say, hey, these people are doing this to me. He brought it to his mama.
But listen,
his mama decided to say, hey, I'm gonna try to fix this. I'm gonna try to talk to the people, this, that, and third. You did not go in the room. I mean, they did not find any weapons on your child. They did not find to where your child was that emotionally involved to where he decided to go and hurt other people.
But it was mentioned. It was mentioned. And they called me because my son got on the school bus and he hadn't had enough. So I don't know his mindset. I don't know what he would have done. But when he got on that bus, he said, I'm about to blow this motherfucker up. That's exactly what he said. And just because one of the teachers knew what we were going through, instead of calling the police, she called me. because that was considered a terroristic threat with 30 something kids on a bus.
Yeah.
And at this point, my son was over it, and so was I. So I ain't even saying that he wouldn't have blew that motherfucker up, okay?
Okay, but
But
you did not.
because she knew me, she called me. She immediately took him off the bus and called me and said, Miss King, you gotta come and get your son right now. If you can't get here in the next 30 minutes, he going to jail
Okay.
for a
So,
terroristic threat.
right. Okay. So again, all of this happened at this one other school. The parents knew about it. And what, like you said, whether to go dig into it deep, we don't know. But we do know that they were aware of the situation. And
Right.
it didn't just start there. Like you said, you know, your son, he was being bullied. He was doing all of that was being done to him. We don't know how long this child had been bullied. We don't know the depths of the ins and outs of it. Okay. But again, that didn't just for him to go to a new school and he had only been there less than 24 hours. And he decided to take a gun and released his frustrations on strangers. Because he just got there. So they didn't have time to bully. They didn't have time to do shit to him.
Yeah.
So he took this out on innocent people.
Yeah.
And then again, they get to the house and he's got all of this. So if all of that was going on at this other school, this other place, we don't know how many other schools, how many times they've changed schools or none of that. But I'm just saying, for the gun to be in the house.
Yeah.
Another gun.
And y'all done moved. Y'all done moved. You done packed
at some point, you know, let's have a conversation like you did with your child. At some point, you're gonna check, you're gonna see what's going on in your child. We do it all the time as African American families.
We do.
When some shit going on, you ain't closing no door. When some stuff going on, we going in drawers. We pulling shit out. We going in closet. We going in book bag. We're checking. So that's what I'm saying. They have to, when it comes to this part, when you have a parent like you, and yes, you knew what was going on. You went to the school board. You did all of this. There was no help in the third. So whatever you decided to do, you did that for the safety of your child.
Right.
Yeah.
But your child didn't. Well, I take that he did make a terroristic threat because he said
he did.
Go to, but again,
but he didn't do it.
He didn't. That was somebody that was able to intervene.
Yes.
Now with this one here, we don't know how, because he followed through. It was premeditated. He didn't just decide like today, yesterday. It was premeditated.
It's premeditated.
So with all the issues you had at this other school, all this other stuff you're going through, I be on my fucking P's and Q's with my child.
Yeah.
I mean, at all given points in time, ain't no closing no damn doors in my house. I'm checking on, ain't no, just everything would have been like, ain't shit you can do. Social media, even all this stuff. We're going to make sure that everything is running smooth until we can kind of get you some help to
especially
see what's going on.
No more social media, because he made the threats the year before on social media, online, that he was gonna shoot up the other school. That's why they moved, because he put it online. He was gonna do it at the other school, and they were like, "Well, let's go. It's time. It's our cue to go. Get over there, unpack. Oh, he still got weapons. How y'all don't know that?" And see, like you guys are describing your the way that you raised your kids.
Right.
This young man obviously has parents that he already knew he could just do and say whatever he needed to say for them to not even question him about anything. He knew how to get around whatever rules they may have had set up in the household. We do not know. But whatever it was, he figured out how to not have to follow them. Plus, if you already put this threat online and it was big enough for your family to root themselves up and move, and you still communicating with somebody to still go through with the same thing. Because I'm just saying, there's no way if my family has picked up and moved because I said something online because of how I felt, because I was being teased and bullied. Once I get to the new school, I can't see myself like, I'm still mad. I'm going to still kill everybody. I don't know them, but I'm going to still do it.
Well, yeah.
Like, somebody had to be somewhere in his ear, like, don't let this, you still got to go through with it. You put it online. You got, I don't know. So with the way that this happened, I think the parents need to have some sort of responsibility, because you knew what was going on. You moved. You packed up your whole house and y'all left because of what he did. You got there and you ain't make sure he still wasn't in that same mindset, and he still wasn't gonna go through what he just said at the other school. It's something. They need to have something, some sort of penalty somewhere.
There's a disconnect
somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, a huge disconnect.
Yeah.
And what Joyce was saying, that the deceased people's families, that they're probably gonna end up suing them. They probably are. Civil suits. I see civil suits coming out of that. Not that they gonna have anything, but
yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, like I said, them being responsible for him pulling that trigger, no. But to take some accountability.
Yeah.
Because he had already, I take, yeah.
He already, I could see if this was the first time.
Yeah, I stand on that.
You stand on business?
I stand on business, baby.
Stand on business.
Yeah, I stand on that, because like I said, there's different scenarios, and whether, you want to agree to disagree or agree to them or not, there are certain stipulations to where, like I said, as a child, children nowadays have so many, they got rights, at young ages, they have rights, and you looking at them, that's just like, again, your child becoming pregnant at 13, but they're telling you that once they've been established that they're pregnant, they can do what they want to do.
They grown. They can
They
get their own
have
house.
committed an adult act, is what they said.
Welfare.
They committed an adult act, and they don't have to put you on nothing.
Nothing.
They don't have. But you got to take them. You got to take them to the appointments. You got to pick them up. You got to go here. You got to do this, do that. But they grown though.
They can't even get an Uber by themselves. How about that?
That's the system.
They can't even get an Uber by themselves, but they out here making grown folks' opinions.
Making absolutely, and again, the system
and decisions
gives them that. The system gives them that. So some children that has that mentality to say, "Well, I'm grown. I can do what I want to do." They said that I don't have to tell you nothing. They said,
"Well, go stay with they then. Go live with they."
Because soon as something happened to you, they not gonna be there.
Go find they them and go stay with them.
they and them. Yeah. So it's like I say, it's crazy how the system works. The way it's set up, it's not beneficial.
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's just it's weird.
Right now. I don't know if you're talking to us or not, Kwana, but you're muted. You muted yourself. So are you talking to us?
Yeah, I was. I'm sorry. So they said the father of the Georgia school shooting suspect has been arrested and charged. So that's what Ryan Cameron was talking about. So he was talking about this. So it says Colin Gray, 54, has been charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 8 counts of cruelty to children, the GBI said Thursday. His son, Colt Gray, a 14-year-old student, is accused of killing 2 students and 2 teachers. 9 more people were hospitalized. The teen has been charged with 4 felony counts of murder. So the dad has been charged. So they were talking about this particular school. I didn't catch the school name, but that's why I was saying they were saying that the parents were charged and held responsible for what the son did. So not only did the dad get charged, but now the son has been charged too. So I just don't feel like he should be, yeah, yeah. And one
He's
lady was saying how her son um called her and told her, "I love you." Can you imagine getting a call like that from your kids when you're at work and they're supposed to be at school?
no. Hold on, let me see what they're saying.
And
Oh,
8
look at me,
counts
girl.
of
I'm
cruelty
pressing.
to
Oh,
children.
shit.
Mr. Gray, these charges stem from Mr. Gray knowingly allowing his son, Colt, to possess a weapon.
I'm
This is a
done.
very difficult
I'm
time, as we
done.
know, for students and
I'm
parents.
done.
And so many I know of students and parents here in this county and around this state are afraid. You all have likely seen reports of incidents of other students making threats today at various schools around our state. In each of these incidents, police, law enforcement took charges, they made arrests, acted very swiftly as we take incidents like this very seriously across this state. This is a time for all of us as a community and a state to come together and remain vigilant. Students must be supported and encouraged here in this community and across the state to contact a member of their school faculty with any and all concerns of suspicious activity that they may see. Local, state, and federal law enforcement will continue to work together around the clock in relation to this incident here and any other incidents that come up around this state that raise concern to the safety of our students, faculty, and citizens here in the state of Georgia. Additionally, Colt Gray, that was arrested yesterday for this incident, has now been charged with 4 counts of felony murder. And again, we will continue to work tirelessly to complete this investigation as we move forward. I will go ahead and mention to you, and as I say sometimes, I'm going to go ahead and apologize to you. As y'all all know, that this is a murder investigation. It is a very serious investigation, one that we take serious, one that we will continue to diligently work on and be very thorough with it with the GBI and our local partners here. So you'll have to forgive us if we don't answer a lot of the questions that you ask. I know you have many, and we wish we could answer many of them for you, but we still obviously want to maintain the integrity of this investigation because it has a long way to go for it to be finished.
Right.
Again, I also want to remind everyone that we need to continue to pray and support the victims that were involved here, the school teachers, the faculty, the students, obviously those that lost their lives, their families, and those that were injured. So I'd like to call on the sheriff to come and give you a brief update on the status of those that were injured from yesterday's event. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Hosey. As Director Hosey said, I'd like to say that
Lisa, you can
obviously
stop it.
we're lifting up those families. Our hearts are hurting for them, our kids, our students, our
That
teachers.
that
But
says
the 9
a whole hell of a lot
Yeah.
because now it's totally different. Now you knew he had a gun.
Yep.
You
See?
knew he was in possession of a weapon and all of that. So you pretty much knew everything.
Yeah, he's sexy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm with you. I'm multitasking.
He is kind of sexy, but so you knew. Oh, y'all.
Wait a minute.
If y'all see me on the news screen, it's gonna be I'm gonna kill V because she done gave me this shit. Cause now my nose is running and I've been blowing it since we've been on here.
Oh
But
no.
yeah, I just got stopped up. I've been wearing my mask and I've been trying to not get it, but oh God. Anyway, so he knew. So now my attitude totally changes about it because I didn't
Yeah.
know that he knew that the boy had the gun.
Oh
And so
Lord.
maybe that's why Ryan Cameron was saying, he got the gun out their house. They knew.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, then yeah, he needs to be right where he at with all. He got more charges than the son,
Well,
and
yeah.
he
So
did the
then
actual act.
that makes me
They got
think.
the same. They got pretty much the same, except for dad is charged with involuntary manslaughter,
Yeah.
and the son is charged with felony murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the dad also have other charges.
So does the son. I mean, like I said, they're pretty much
The
they're all
same.
the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It
So
was in
that
that case. He need to. He need to. He need to go to
that
jail.
that makes me think that the only reason that they left the other place was just because he did what he did, and he pretty much got caught, and there was nothing else that the dad could do to keep that quiet. They had to go.
Now that's what it sounds. That's what it's seeming like
That's what
now.
it's making me think now.
Yeah.
They had to go because he had no choice.
Now that we have all the facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in that case, then you need to be charged. You need to, like Kiki said, you need to be held accountable.
With that situation, you need
When
to
you
be held accountable.
knowingly know that he has a weapon in the home, and and here's my thing now that I knew the dad knew that he had a weapon in the home, then that means he's talking to you. So you already knew how aggravated he was, how agitated he was. Why did you allow him to have a gun in the home? He had to say something to you. Because for him to tell you that he had a gun in the house, y'all had to have another conversation.
And maybe even if he didn't tell him he had the gun, you knew it was there.
You
You knew
knew
it
it
was
was there.
there.
So guilty.
You knew it was there. So
Guilty.
Definitely knew it was there.
wow. I mean, all I can say is for all these parents, grandparents who are raising their grandkids, um,
Yeah.
dads who are raising their kids single, mom who are raising their kids single, just pray over your kids because
That-
we don't know the mindset of anybody from day to day, from hour to hour, and from minute to minute.
mhm.
And this is why I will continue to do my mental health retreats so that we as adults can have a healthy mental state
Yeah.
and we can break the stigma of mental illness.
Yep.
And that's why I will continue to do my retreats because if only one person takes something away from every retreat that I do, I'm okay with that. Because that's one less life that we have to worry about, whether they're thinking about killing themselves or killing somebody else. That's one less life we have to worry about.
That's
And
true.
I pray every day that they get bigger and bigger. I reach more people and people start doing and adding these things to their life to make their lives better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
mental illness is so real and it's so crazy that we would talk about this because even though we wanted to talk about the other topics, I remember Kiki posting that this is Suicide Awareness Month. So not only do we have people killing people, but then we got to worry about people killing themselves because of assholes like this boy and his dad. Unfortunately, they got to some people, but what about those people that they got to that wasn't at that school?
Yeah.
That was at home that probably killed themselves or hurt themselves that we didn't know about because it wasn't national news.
Right.
So we have to think about those people as well. But I mean, this dude, man, this is crazy. But what do we do? We just pray over our kids and we just it's gonna happen again. But what do we do? I like the statistics of taking the cell phones, but now when you have stuff like this going on, who's gonna help? Because this is one shooter.
Yeah.
Remember the school shooting where there were four? They were on every side of the building. So what do you do? Was it four? I think it was four or five or three. Something. It was more than one.
Mm-hmm.
But they had the whole building on lock. So what do you do? Your kids have no cell phone. The teachers have no cell phone. Nobody has a way of contacting 911 or family, contacting the family member, tell them call 911. But when you have their cell phones, how do they do that? I feel like they should set up a system that your cell phones follow you from room to room. Meaning, when you come into class, they take your phone, they put it in a box bag or whatever they want to put it in. At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the class, you get your phone back until you get to the next class. So that way, when you get to the next class and the teacher takes your phone, if something like this happens, the classroom knows where the phones are.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody can get to a phone. But for you to take a student's phone from homeroom and keep it till 3:15 or 2:15 or whatever time they get out of school, I don't agree with that. I just don't. And first of all, you ain't paying a fucking bill. Don't take my child phone. That's just the way I feel.
Well.
But at the same time, like Kiki said, I didn't know the statistics. I just know that at the beginning of the school year, Fox 5 had did a whole little thing about this particular school was the pilot school for
Mm-hmm.
seeing how it works when they take students' cell phones at the beginning of the morning and give it back to them at the end of the day. I
Okay.
saw that news article, but I didn't see what the statistics were after doing it for what? They've been in school a month now, 2 months.
About a month for some
Yeah.
people.
So I didn't see the outcome of that. But with everything going on, I really don't think that they should take the kids' phones. I just don't.
Like I just I
None
don't
of
think that they should
yeah.
take them away to where they are inaccessible like that.
Yeah.
You know, not
Yeah.
to you taking them, like you said, away from the whole classroom. You sending them
Right.
to the office. You know what I'm saying? The phone, nobody has access. I think they should be put away,
Yeah.
even if they're in their book bags. Or, you know what I'm saying? That was a good suggestion, like you said, from class to class. So there should be a designated location for these phones, and they should be locked up
In each
Mm-hmm.
classroom. Yep.
in the classrooms. You know,
I
after the
wouldn't lock them up though. I would be
well,
like the teachers,
if
put
you
them in
don't
your
lock
drawer.
them
Put
up,
them in your drawer.
if you don't lock them up, that still is tempting to the children. The parent, if the teacher leave out the room or whatever, they're gonna do some shit because kids like that. They
Well,
gonna they
yeah,
gonna make it a way. They're gonna make a way, and then say,
yeah,
oh, you know, now the class, now you a class clown, now you the class this
mhm,
because you doing certain things to get
right.
attention in the classroom. No, take them
Mm-hmm.
all up, lock them in that one cabinet that everybody knows that, and then make a drill. Like I said, we got drills for everything else. This is the drill. This is what we do in case of.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know, and
Yeah.
like I said, now you the teacher got the lock. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have that. Maybe that one you don't want to call the kid the pet, the teacher's pet, but there's got to be one child in there that you can delegate
Yeah.
to say, if anything happens, this is
Yeah.
what you do, X, Y, and Z. And it needs to be in each class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. But
It's a good idea.
but see us, Kiki, Nisa, we're that generation that's like, give me the damn phone and pay attention. So I feel like that's where some of these teachers are with it. Like, just
Yeah.
give me the damn phone because I need you to pay attention in class.
Well, of
I need you
course.
to do good. And they're not thinking about, but you as a teacher, you're not thinking about, Well, I need to make sure my kids can get to their phones just in case somebody gonna come shoot up the
And
school.
somebody might come shoot up
But
the
look,
school.
but you should.
Who the hell?
And that's,
Well,
and that's the
now,
thing.
Well,
You
yeah.
should,
Well,
because
now,
that's the
yeah.
norm now. And it's
that
again,
it
it's
is.
sad to say,
Right.
And
but that's
Kiki,
That's
the
the
norm.
current norm.
but Kiki, it shouldn't be. And it's
Should
so
not
crazy
be
that
the
you
norm.
say that because it is. It's normal now. School shootings have been normalized
So crazy.
And the
because
man,
half of
like
these
he
people
said,
are
he just
not.
reported, like I mentioned earlier, there were several other school shootings
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
around the
Yeah,
city.
he mentioned.
So they did not lie.
That's
Whoever
what he.
called,
Yeah, he just
yeah,
said.
whoever called and told them that it was going to be it was going to be a total of 5 schools. They didn't lie. So
Mm-mm.
who did? Or they said, you know how they do over in the other countries where they do what they call them?
It's part of a ring.
Well, when they
A sale.
sale. Yes. So are they placing sales in these different schools
I think so. That's what it sounds like.
to say
That's
that,
what it sounds like.
for you to sacrifice yourself? But he didn't sacrifice himself because, well, he did to a certain extent because he did the act, but he surrendered with no issues, no problem.
That's what it sounds like, because that's the only thing that would explain away why he did this at the new school. You're a part of a group, y'all had an objective, and you had to do it by any means necessary, no matter what.
Yeah. Yep.
Otherwise, it makes no sense.
But what do we do to save our kids? You know? Like what how do we stop it?
It's gotta start. Me and Kiki were talking about that a little bit earlier. It's gotta start all the way down to not only just, what we do in our households, but our local politicians. We gotta get people that give a damn. We gotta get people that care about making laws and reenacting the laws that actually keep all of our communities safe. Because right now we got folks that all they doing, they're getting paid by certain people, certain lobbyists, and they don't care. As long as they getting they palms greased, they don't care.
But see, it not only goes there, it starts with us.
I said
Because
that.
no, I know, but what I'm saying is it starts with us with the voting. Because
That's what I mean.
vote. We don't vote for the small stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody want to vote for the president, and that's it. But you have to vote for the other things. You have to vote for the senators, the mayors, the governor. You have to vote for that stuff.
You got to vote for the councilman. You got to vote for the school board. You got to vote,
but they
and
don't.
You got to know what's going on for your area. You got to know. You got to know who your people are.
So how do we get people to vote in between?
I don't know.
That's the golden question.
That's the question right there. You almost got to pay people to do right, damn near.
And they're not gonna do right. They just, you know what I'm saying? But and it's again, it could be a political move. Again, sad to say, because lives were lost.
Yep.
But
it could very well be
they can say, hey, this was done under the administration of such and such and such and such. You know,
it's done under Biden's administration.
Yeah, but Trump is the one that was against the, you know what I'm saying, the law with the guns.
But just pay attention, though.
Trickling effect.
Just pay attention, though. Everything that's going to be happening between now and December, even though voting is in November, between now and December is all going to be political.
Oh, yeah.
It's all going to be political. Everything that's happening. And just like, unfortunately, V got COVID. She got it from somebody at work. I know she did because she's been feeling bad since last week. But I just thought maybe I said, babe, you probably just getting a little cold, not thinking about it. But, as time went on, I was like, you know what? You need to go get tested. You need to go get tested. And the thing about it is the numbers are right. When I tell y'all these numbers are rising in these hospitals,
Again.
like rising water in a tub, you running bath water. That's how they are rising. And I am doing a nursing assignment for Piedmont. And actually, this particular assignment is not nursing, it's phlebotomy. So even though I'm a nurse, I still do both. And I wasn't, but somebody told me, girl, you better get that money, do both. So I do both. I do
Okay.
phlebotomy and I do nursing. This particular one in Macon is phlebotomy. So the numbers, y'all, are rising. And this is Piedmont.
Yeah.
So I actually, if y'all just saw me doing this to my shoulder, I was taking off a Band-Aid because I got a flu shot yesterday. But there is a new COVID vaccine, which they are trying to get people to get. And I told the lady, I said, no, ma'am. No, I'm not.
No.
I say, so if this needs to be my last day, let me know. And so she said, well, what they're going to do this time is they're not going to let people go if they don't want the COVID vaccine. So what they're saying is, if I don't get the vaccine, if I'm still here, which my assignment should be over in November, but if I don't get the vaccine by November 1st through March 31st, I need to wear a mask the minute I hit the building.
Okay. I got my
I'm all right
mask.
with that. But how you gonna know? How you gonna keep up with that? So here's my thing. That for me, that's all political. And that's just one hospital. I ain't been to no other hospitals to see what they're doing as far as COVID protocols. But Piedmont is saying that if you do not get this vaccine, you have to wear a mask. Now, but get this. You ain't got to start till November. But so from now till November, I'm just all up in the COVID.
Yes.
Because there's people there with COVID right now. But me, I wear a mask every day, all day. And some of the other workers looking at me like, girl, you be wearing that mask. You're fucking right. I have a 74-year-old woman that I live with. I'm wearing my mask.
Yep.
From the minute I clock in and get in that lab, I put my mask on.
Hell yeah.
And it's on until at 3 a.m. in the morning. And it ain't off till I get in my car. At least walk out the hospital and I take it off. But I said all that to say that that's political.
Yeah, it's political.
That's all of that is political. How you gonna tell me, oh well, since you don't want to take COVID, I'm gonna make you do this? Huh? But you gonna make me wear a mask come November, but COVID is
happening
you got
right
200
now.
people in the hospital with COVID right now. So you gonna let me walk all up and through this COVID and get COVID?
Yeah.
Possibly. You gonna let me walk all up and through here, and then come November, you're gonna tell me, oh, you gotta put a mask on.
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't make sense.
That make sense to me. That's all political. That's all political. But what I know they're not going to do is do that bullshit they did last time. If you don't get the COVID vaccine, I'm taking you off the schedule. You can't come to work because they lost so many doctors. They lost so many nurses. They had, at this point, there were like 10 patients to one nurse, 10 patients to one doctor. That is so far off the map. A doctor and a nurse should have no more than 3 to 4 patients. So now, and then some doctors got 15 patients, some nurses got 15 patients because you done sent all your people home because they don't want that damn shot.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you they won't do that shit no more. So now they're saying, oh, if you don't want the vaccine, you got to wear a mask. You should wear a mask anyway, even if you have the vaccine.
Exactly.
The vaccine does not prevent you from getting COVID,
No.
but this new COVID vaccine, they're saying that it can prevent you from getting COVID.
Girl,
See, they
whatever.
had everybody out there thinking if you get this vaccine, you're not going to get COVID. The only thing was if you got the vaccine, that you wouldn't get COVID as bad as a person who was not vaccinated.
You're gonna end up with a foot growing out of your head. That's what's gonna happen.
Gonna end up like some of them aliens. So
that's what's gonna
you know,
happen.
everything is political,
Gonna
but
have some extra growing out your forehead.
Yeah, a third eye for real.
but not only is it COVID, what they're about to ramp up, and I just want y'all to pay attention. Y'all gonna be like, I understand that. The monkeypox. They about to rev that up. Monkeypox. Let me see how many cases we got in Georgia so far. Hold on. We have 2,000 cases of monkeypox in Georgia.
We have how many?
2,000. And most of the cases were reported in the metro Atlanta area. And Black men who have sex with men were the most affected by the monkeypox. And it can be spread through direct contact, rash, scabs, or body fluids of an infected person. It can also spread, and this is what they really not saying on the news, you would have to look this up. It spread through respiratory, through breathing, through air. Respiratory secretion, do prolonged face-to-face contact. So I can be standing up talking to you how we talk face-to-face. If you talk to me long enough and I got monkeypox, you're going to get it.
You throw a monkey on me if you want to.
But listen, that's what it says. It says it can also spread through respiratory secretions during a prolonged face-to-face contact. So that means I'm standing there talking to you for a long time. That monkey coming on you.
She said that monkey coming on you.
Coming on you. But there is a monkeypox vaccine. Y'all going to get the monkeypox vaccine?
I ain't getting no kind of vaccine.
No, I'm not. Thank you very much. I'm getting no vaccines.
You guys are not COVID vaccinated?
No.
The first time, not. The first round when but no.
No. I'm already having enough issues.
The mpox. Yes, they're saying that they prefer to call it mpox instead of monkeypox. I don't give a damn what pox.
It's the damn monkeypox.
For real.
600 deaths. This is in Sacramento. Well, that's out there by you, Nisa. I just think we all need to walk around. You know how the college people have the hat with the two things and the straw with the beer. We need to have 2 cans of Lysol on.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to have
For
a hat
real.
with the 2 cans of Lysol, with one Lysol, one Clorox, and anytime we go around, somebody will go and then spray their asses.
Just get the sprayer.
You know, because they just listen. I just read that I can't talk to Kiki for over 15 minutes if I got monkeypox. I could give them some pox.
Ain't nobody got time for it.
Keep your monkey to yourself.
For real, for real.
You know what?
I ain't into monkeys. I am not into monkeys.
Me either. Me either.
Listen, people, you have to find a little humor in life, but
A mess.
but this is a serious thing though, for real, y'all.
Ooh,
We just laughing, but
ooh,
we
boy.
making jokes, but this is really it's really, really serious,
Very.
it's not much more I can say about the schools, how that song go, or the thing, you got a praying grandma, honey. Y'all
Yeah.
better go to the praying grandmas, baby. And the praying mamas, because you might want to get you some oil and cover your kids, because we just don't know what these kids are into these days. And kids are so easily influenced now. We just have to pray for our kids. We have to pray for our schools. We have to pray for our teachers. I mean, we just got to pray, period.
Yeah.
And we need to get back to that um generation stuff. You had your grandma talk to you, your aunties talk to you, your cousins talk to you, your mama talk to you, your grandfather, all the we have to get back to that generational stuff. Teaching our kids, not just us. The grandmas need to teach them, the grandpas, the aunties, the uncles, the cousins, the older ones. We need to get back to that.
Yep. We do.
I probably will never see it in my lifetime, but we need to get back to that.
Yep.
Because when you have a village teaching our kids, then they're not so easily influenced.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
And when
But
they
you gotta
know,
listen to the village when they tell you something.
but that's what I was about to say. When they know that they are loved and cared for, they wouldn't do half of the stuff that these people. They, I was looking for a picture of the dad when I saw the article that he was arrested. I said, "Who are the parents of Colt Gray?" And that article immediately came up saying that his dad was arrested. I wanted to see what the hell they look like.
It ain't no pictures of them up. It's just a picture of
No,
him.
I've been
Look,
looking
not
for,
yet.
but he's been arrested, so he should have a picture up.
It's coming. It's coming. Go to Facebook.
Wait a minute, hold on, I'm looking for it.
Oh shit, go to TikTok.
Go to TikTok.
Yeah, they ain't showing no picture yet. Oh wait, this him. Hold on. They showed a picture of him holding Colt when he was a baby.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, so that's him. That's him.
Yeah, I saw that.
But baby, let me say something. It wouldn't be enough police to keep me off his ass. So, I mean, the dad, I just I can't. Yeah. Well, we hated to talk about such a sad subject, but I think it was something that needs to be addressed.
Of course.
It is happening every day. It's been happening for years. I don't know the day that somebody decided, okay, now we're gonna start shooting up schools. Just
Right.
don't know. We don't know, but we got to put a stop to it. We got to get back to that village, raising our kids, looking out for our kids. We have to get back to that kind of stuff. Yeah, we just gonna end on that note because it's sad,
Yeah.
that innocent kids lost their life because a parent did not check on
Pay
their child.
attention. They didn't
Period.
pay
Just check on
attention.
your child.
Mm-hmm.
Just check on your child. So
Yep.
in that case, we'll talk about our other subjects next week, which we were going to talk about Shawnee O'Neal in the church? What are we talking about that?
You talking about
Or
that?
something
We
else?
did that already.
Yeah, we were talking
No, we're
about
gonna talk about Judge Mathis.
Judge Mathis. So we're going to talk about Judge Mathis, but we're also if you are interested in being on the Ladies Den for any of our discussions, I would actually like to talk to someone who attempted suicide but did not go through with it.
Oh wow.
I would like, and I'm gonna post that on my Facebook page, and I want y'all to post that on your Facebook page too. I would like to talk to someone who felt like their life was just not worth living and they attempted suicide, but they're still here. I would like to talk to someone like that. And a parent or kid or husband or wife who's a survivor of someone who has committed suicide. Well, I know you. Of
But
someone
you
who
want to
has
talk
committed
about
suicide. No,
I'm done.
we don't talk to you, but we want to talk to someone
Yeah,
outside
absolutely.
as
Absolutely.
well. But so if you know somebody, if you're interested, let us know. Hit us up on our Facebook page at the Ladies Den, and you can email us at the ladiesden23@gmail. Believe it or not, suicide is a part of mental illness, and wanting to commit suicide is a part of mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely needs to be talked about. But I'm really, really more interested in talking to someone who's tried but didn't go through with it, or didn't try but whatever they did didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to know how they feel now, and had they ever contemplated it again, and why they wanted to do it in the first place. So we're definitely gonna address suicide next week. And we will be posting on our pages because we're looking for some guests to come on and talk about it. So, you ladies have any announcements, anything you want to say before we go?
No.
I don't, not necessarily. We do have the ageless adult prom coming up.
In
Got tickets
December,
available
right?
for that. Yeah, December.
December what?
14th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
December 14th.
It's
Ageless
on
Beauty Adult Prom.
Eventbrite.
Okay.
Masquerade and Sneaker Ball Edition.
December 14th.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And our girl Kiki got a birthday coming up. It's Virgo season.
Oh boy.
Wait a minute. It's Virgo season.
Allegedly. I don't care.
It's Virgo season.
I just don't.
Allegedly. Yeah, no. He said
Allegedly
allegedly.
Virgo season.
I own September. I own September.
Shit. I can't.
Yes, so shout out to all the Virgos.
All my
Like
Ma'am.
Virgo
Cindy
friends
said,
and my
it's so many.
sisters.
Have y'all seen Cindy's page, Cindy of the Dolls? She was like, "Why is there so many Virgos on her page? It's so
It
many of
is.
y'all. It
It's
is a
a
lot."
quadrillion.
Yes.
Listen, the wintertime, y'all already know what your parents was doing. December, around the holidays, y'all already know what your parents was doing.
You sure right.
You're right.
I tell you,
You're right.
it is a lot of us. It's a lot.
You sure
Yeah.
right.
It's
Look,
a
shout out
whole
to the
group of
Virgos.
us.
It was getting busy, honey.
Really? Really? The eyes? Really? Okay.
It was
The
getting
hate is
busy.
sick, you guys. The hate. I
Shout
got a
out.
bottle of hate.
Oh, whatever.
Shout out to the get back in that room. Where you going?
Uh-oh. I'm shutting down.
Close that door.
Not the slow lean back.
Girl, she better get back in that room. Yeah, but
Oh.
anyway, shout out to the Virgos, man. I know some great Virgos. Y'all enjoy your month. V's mom is a Virgo. Her birthday is actually the day after Kiki, September 17th.
Hey.
My favoriteest aunt. Her birthday is on the same day, September 16th.
Hey.
So I got some good Virgos in my life. So y'all enjoy, y'all party up, drink up, all that good stuff. So anyway, y'all, my girl Kiki will be taking birthday gifts for the rest of the month. Y'all can send her a Cash App. Y'all know the Cash App. Cut them up key. That's the right one, right?
2 KU $KUTEMUPKE the number 2.
That's right. Send a birthday shout out, birthday gift.
You can Zelle me, boo. You can.
That's right.
You can Zelle me.
Gazelle, my girl. I mean, we will be posting that on our page. So you send my girl a little birthday, and no amount is too small.
At all.
No amount is
no
too
item
small.
is safe, and no amount is too small.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes. But anyway, y'all, as always, we thank you guys for joining us in the Ladies Den. Please tune in next week as we will be addressing suicide. And we will also be talking about Judge Mathis and his divorce. The question is, would you take him back? Would you work it out? Think about it. We'll talk about it next week. So we'll see you guys in the den. Don't forget to go like our Facebook page, The Ladies Den. Follow us on Instagram at The Ladies Den 2023 and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Ladies Den Podcast. We'll see y'all next Thursday.
It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the Ladies Den. It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. She was popping in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love cause it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
Ain't no room for hating. Enjoy the entertainment. You are locked in to the Ladies Den. So there's no confusion. They love what they do. You are locked in to the Ladies Den.
The Ladies Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.